Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Famous-ish.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Cam.
Ow,
Cam.
ow, ow.
You should have done that right at the thing. She could. Hello, everyone. So this last week, we've been taking care of our new baby. Wouldn't that be freaking crazy if we actually had a human baby here and we were hiding it from everyone?
He's licking the microphone.
Our human baby is licking the microphone. He's biting the microphone. Human baby, why do you have teeth?
Don't bite the microphone. Don't.
Okay, Cam, move the microphone. No, it's not a human baby, but...
Yes, that would be crazy.
I could, theoretically...
Especially because I don't know anything about it.
You don't know...
Wait, what?
No, I'm saying we could be
Human
hiding it
baby.
from the fans because they don't see me. I could be 9 months pregnant. They would never know.
Yeah, true.
We could just be not talking about it.
That's true.
And I could be just ready to pop out a baby.
We should do it.
You're 41. I'm 40. This is no secret that we're feeling older.
Yeah.
And it's no secret that we're like, woo, we're almost done. Camden's almost graduated.
That's true.
By the end of this year, she'll be graduated. That would be like a terrible twist of irony if for some reason then we end up with a baby like right when she graduates and she's like done.
A baby, Cam's gone. No more series. No more anything. New podcast with the baby.
You gotta have a
Hopefully
baby.
you listen.
Okay, so no, we've been taking care of the baby, which is Munchie, and he's a munchy little kitten.
Munchie.
Not a human baby.
He is.
Yes, you've seen
kitten.
pictures. He's
a
adorable.
little
You've
baby.
seen
One of the
videos.
Cutest, photogenic,
Super
I go to
playful.
Baby Talk him all the time. Our cats are wonderful. Everything is going well. We did have a slight disaster right before the podcast started.
Nope,
What
no
was
back
that
to sleep.
disaster?
I dropped my phone on your foot.
Dude, that hurt. And you're laughing about it so much.
I was
You waited
laughing
for
about
like a
it.
5-year-old. You were like a little 5-year-old. You were like, here it comes. And then
Yeah.
it was like,
I was like SpongeBob, you know, when
You
he like,
were.
can't contain himself.
Oh my
That was
God.
definitely me. But thank you for
Oh
cushioning.
my god.
Thank you for cushioning the fall of my phone.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It fell right on the corner, right on that hard bone part, right on the
Yeah,
top.
I don't know how
sorry.
cushioned it was. It hit my bone pretty
If
hard.
you have a bruise, I'll feel bad. I will. Until then, don't call me. Don't
Sue
at
an
me.
apple.
You're suing Apple. The corners are too sharp. Okay, Wayne. Pop quiz.
Oh, crap.
Okay, quick quiz. Do an impression of a blender. Go.
A blender?
A blend. This was pop. This is like fast. Think fast.
Yeah,
That was good.
That was actually really good.
Okay, Camden's got to tell this. Well, I'll start the story. Cam will finish the story. So, okay, here's your warning, everyone. Mother's Day is this Sunday. For everyone who doesn't have a present for their mom, if you celebrate Mother's Day or whatever, or if your moms give some hints, because it could work. Like me, I gave a hint. I go, oh, I got an email. You know, Costco has a certain amount of money off this blender, this super powerful blender.
I didn't know it was Mother's Day.
It wasn't a hint. You just straight up told us.
I told
Hey,
Camden,
you
I
should
hinted
buy
to
me this
Camden.
for...
No, it was a
No.
hint. I showed Camden and I go, oh, because we were talking about smoothies, because we've been having some smoothies and talking about how delicious they are.
Yeah.
Guess what you can also make in this blender? You can make nut butter.
Make dough.
You can make almond milk in the blender
Really?
instead of actually having to buy the almond milk.
So you basically save money by getting this
Theoretically,
blender.
that's
Not
what
even
we're
really a
gonna tell
blender.
ourselves.
Much more than a
That's what we're gonna
blender.
tell ourselves. Okay, so
Gonna make me feel better about my
we
half.
got, okay, so I said, okay, we got the blender. I showed the email about the blender. Mother's Day is coming up. I go, oh, you guys can split this cost of this blender for Mother's Day. And Camden jumped right on board.
Like, yeah.
So Camden and Wayne are buying me a nice Vitamix blender.
Camden's rich. It's not fair.
Yeah, Camden.
She's like, yeah, no problem.
I
You want
know.
a car too? I'll put it in the car. It'll be in the
90-10.
back seat of your Range Rover.
You know how you do people, like when they move in together, theoretically sometimes or whatever, and then they split the cost of things based on what percentage of the household income they earn. So we'll just have Camden paid 90%. 10%. That makes sense. That's how you do it. I mean, if you're living with a millionaire, you're not paying the equal amount of bills as a millionaire. Not that Camden's a millionaire, but I'm saying if I was dating a millionaire and we lived in the same apartment, I'd be pissed if I'm paying like 90% of my income and they're paying like nothing.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Okay, anyways. Tangent. Jeez. about this blender. They ordered me the blender. I go, oh my God, Camden, our thingy shipped. Is that what I said? Mm-hmm. I said my thingy shipped.
My thingy shipped.
No, you said our.
Oh, I said our. I said
That's
our
like,
thingy.
that's even more like.
Camden looked at me like, wait, what are you talking about? And what did I do, Camden?
You took your hand
I took my hand.
to your crotch.
I wasn't to my crotch. It was in my general front area. It wasn't my crotch. I'm telling everyone, it was not my crotch. It wasn't low. It was up. I feel like it was more chest area. I was sitting down.
Okay. You were sitting down.
Okay.
And
Tell me she didn't twirl it.
You went bzzz.
I was pretending.
In an up and down motion.
I was pretending like I had the blender stick and you're tapping the blender. I'm tapping the blender stick going like this, like zzz.
And I just looked at you and like, I didn't even know.
No, you looked at me like, what? I'm like, yeah, I think he's.
So what did you order there?
I thought I ordered some joint vibrator that was going to share.
Oh my God!
That's why I had you do the impromptu blender impression to see if it was any better than mine, and I guess it was.
You
went.
That's different. That's a different
I was
vibration.
tamping. It's called a tamper. It pushes the stuff around in the blender to keep it from moving, getting stuck on the sides. I was not in action.
His podcast has taken a turn.
We've always
is
turned.
not
This
a
is a full U-turn.
Rotation.
Thanks for listening.
360.
Speaking of blenders,
This is not a family
That was
podcast.
basically.
This is not.
It is a blender. Blender is a family appliance.
Okay, the
Happy
other
Mother's
thing
Day.
isn't.
okay, so she got a blender,
Okay.
a vitamin, right?
Not vitamin.
Vitamix. Vitamix.
Yeah, it's Vitamix blender.
What did I say? Vitamin.
Joking
You said
because
vi. So you gotta buy.
Oh my
We're
God.
talking about my jugs.
No, it was not that.
Cam, do a blender impression. Do it now. I did it quickly.
You could
said,
have
what
pressed.
are you talking about?
You could have pressed the button like.
I was tamping.
Yeah, you could have top on it.
But you went.
See that? That's
But you went.
Yeah,
Like thrusting now, like
But you went
You have
with
a hand
an
on it,
item
Casey.
in your hand that was fitting and near your crotch.
it was not near my crotch. It was near my. It was okay. I'm thinking. If you're thinking,
You were like
directly
this at
in
least.
front of my chest
You-
height. Maybe the full motion went
You
down.
the full motion.
Wayne, these
What
are
kind
the,
of blender are you
this
using?
happened when you were like 6 feet away, Wayne, and he was not even clue to what was happening. This
We
is
were dying. And
Camden and I were. I'm crying right now. Camden and I were laughing so hard. I was like, I'm just so
my
lucky that
God.
Camden's just can stand to be around me because I'm so embarrassed.
Wow.
no.
Okay.
It's
Mother's Day is Sunday. Get your mom a present. Eat some good food.
Remember when we were at Home Depot and needed caulk?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah. Am I just like an embarrassing human?
She was walking around Home Depot going, I need caulk!
You were asking what I need, and I told you a million times what we need.
No, I
I'm
didn't
sitting
even know
front
what
of
it
you,
was.
talk.
I didn't know what caulk was. And I just turned around and told my mom, I need caulk!
This is annoying me.
And let me tell you something. If you can't get a worker normally, this is how you get a worker. 'Cause about 14 dudes showed up.
Pay attention to women otherwise, unless they're screaming.
No, I'm just kidding. But that was funny. Yeah, but I mean, that's what makes you you. It's perfect. I love it.
Okay, this is your family-friendly, famous-ish podcast.
Yeah, this is your family
that
friendly.
is super reliable and posts every Wednesday.
Like, yeah, every
Not-
Wednesday,
We're
totally.
Thursday, guys. This is
It's
Thursday. I think
Thursday.
Thursday is now our official regular day.
I change my
until
bio
it's
every week.
Friday.
I change my bio every week. Goes from every Wednesday to every Thursday to every day.
I
Every
think-
week.
No, I think
Every month.
to
Once a
weekly
month you'll
to
see a
bi-weekly.
podcast.
Once a month, guaranteed.
We are definitely
We'll see
weekly.
Okay,
We got
no.
that down, other than
No,
like a
we're-
couple
we're-
times.
We're
We have a
definitely
couple bye
monthly.
weeks.
Okay, we're definitely monthly.
No, we're not.
Every
month.
2 weeks, at
Bi-week.
least.
Bi-monthly.
We're regular, slightly.
We're slightly.
Yeah.
And if you got a problem about it, rant about it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
please.
go to his email. Don't email me. I don't want anything to do with it.
Send hate mail.
Yeah, send hate mail.
Guys, he really wants hate mail. Father's Day is coming up. Now, Mother's Day is your sign that Father's Day is a month after that, theoretically.
Oh.
So, everyone needs to send their favorite dad, joking dad, some hate mail for Father's Day.
Yeah, we want a
This
rotten
is your
fish.
warning. This is a month
like in The
advance.
Sims.
Yeah.
Rotten fish in the mail.
Oh, you get a $700 blender and I get hate mail.
Well, that's what you want. I wanted the blender. You want hate mail.
Hate mail.
It's the thought that counts.
The P.O. box is in Camden's bio. Cam D. Grams on
Yes,
Instagram.
it is. Okay. There was something I was going to talk about. Not that.
Uh,
No, not that. Not that.
Not either.
Okay. Oh, our patrons know that if you're not a patron, you should look into being a patron. But our patrons know we're always talking about being paranormal investigators. Post
Yes.
dad joke. You know, we're always talking about it. This cat is freaking cute.
We're gonna
Can
do
you
it.
see ghosts, buddy?
We're going to do it.
And we had kind of a freaky moment happening, right? We had a freaky moment last week, or was it yesterday?
We did.
We had two freaky moments having to do with Wordle, but one was really freaky.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so the first freaky moment was like last week, or was it sometime at the start of the week? The freaky moment is Wayne's normal starting word was the Wordle. And I did Wordle, like, you know, I said I do my stuff at like 5:30 in the morning, and I saw it, and I was so excited for Wayne to do his Wordle later in the day. I was like ready to get my camera going and record him because he was going to say his starting word, which is what, Wayne?
Trash.
Trash.
So I always use trash. Every
Always.
single time I do Wordle, that's my first word. I haven't been using it lately, especially now because I'm pissed. But I would always use trash.
It's not going to be.
And that day, I was like, gravy.
I know why you did gravy, because the day before I showed you my word. And I go,
Yeah.
gravy's kind of a good word.
You ruined
You
me.
get rid of the Y if it's a Y word. You got the whatever. And
Oh
so I
my
showed
God.
you gravy the day before, and he freaking did gravy.
Ouch.
He sabotaged.
The day that it was trash!
The day was. But then the next day, or was this 2 days ago? The next day after that, Wayne asked me if I did my Wordle, and I go, oh crap, I didn't do it yet. I was like a couple hours later in the day. I was doing something in the morning. And so I did it, because we always compare what we get. I did it right then and there, and then he goes, what'd you get? I go, I got it in 3. He goes, what was your guess? And I said, what was your starting word? What was my starting word?
Can we say it?
It was days ago. I don't think people
Right.
can you cheat
That's
on
true.
it?
You can't go back to it anyway.
Yeah.
So the first word was party.
Party.
We both said party.
Yes, and I like doing words that have like the Y for some reason, because Y really throws me off when the Y is in there. So I like
And
to
you
do
get rid
Y.
of it, so that's
Yeah.
good.
Okay, so we did party,
Right.
and we got the T, R, and A. We both started with party.
Right?
We both started with a totally new word on Wordle.
That's crazy.
Okay, now this is when it gets weird. You have TRA
Yeah.
as part of the word. Then what happened next?
I use the word track.
And I used the word track.
Because it makes sense.
I know that.
TRA.
I mean, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say it makes sense. Say it's totally obscure and weird that two people would pick track. Please, this is the story.
It's a conspiracy. It's part of it.
And then we got the word on the final word. What was the word? I don't even remember. I forget.
Train.
I forget it like 2 seconds after. But we
Train
we
of
could have picked
thought.
train second.
Yeah,
But we picked
exactly.
track second, and then we both got it on the third, which was train.
Yeah.
So
And here's another, ooh.
that's what I'm saying.
Train tracks.
Train, track, party.
What?
Um,
There was a party on the train tracks.
That's a
Haunted train
concerning.
track. So this is the moral of my story: is we have ghosts whispering us things about Wordle
Yeah.
in our house.
What?
We need to get an EMF.
Mine was talking about drains, and then I got it.
What about drains?
Camden did drain and then got train.
Yeah,
So Camden's ghost is cooler.
yeah. My ghost is
What?
better at
We
charades.
have ghosts that are talking about Wordle in our ears. They're giving us subtle signs to do this. There's no logical explanation that we should have guessed the same word and same series of words. The
Oh,
chances
yeah.
of that happening is insane.
Yeah, for sure.
By the
We
way,
got
we're recording
ghosts.
this podcast at 1:30. If it seems like we have an insane amount of energy, request that we record our podcast at 1:30 on Thursday every week.
This is the time.
I just say lunch. It's where I have my energy. Normally
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
fasted
yeah.
in the morning. If I'm doing it in the morning, then I haven't eaten in a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Wayne's laughing about something.
I'm laughing.
Can you please clue us in?
I laugh.
You just randomly laughed and it wasn't at something I said.
It was a ghost. Told me a joke.
That's called a joke.
It was a ghost.
And it was hilarious, Boo.
Glad
His
to
name's Boo.
know he has better jokes than you do because they make someone laugh.
Oh, damn. Really? We're just going to start with the roast early, are we?
Obviously, though, if I'm roasting you, I'm roasting me because we have the same mind and the same brain because we did the same Wordle.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty insane.
What was Dad's funny Wordle thing?
We don't really have the same brain.
Oh my god, this is Wayne after taking an edible, guessing the same word twice in a row. No, guessing a
What was
word,
that?
guessing another word, guessing a different
Don't
word,
do
and then guessing the
edibles
second word.
and then do Wordle an hour later. So it was literally, the word was literally, I don't remember what the word was, but my guess had a GRO in it.
Yeah.
And then my second guess had a GRO. And then it was like Roger.
No, but then you did the exact
And then
same crap.
after the other word, it was Roger again.
Who's
So
Roger?
if you look at the
Our
Wordle,
ghost name's
it's like
Roger.
you already used those three letters.
Our ghost is Roger.
Name is Roger.
It's Roger.
Oh my god.
I knew
You
it.
guys, I freaked myself out right there a little bit.
Yeah,
Freaking
well, guess
Roger,
what
he said it
edibles
twice.
cause? Paranoia. So,
No, I don't think they're hallucinative or anything like that. You don't hear things, do you? Roger? Hi, Roger.
Hi,
Everyone say
Roger.
Welcome
What's
to the
up?
podcast.
hi, Roger. I thought cats could see ghosts.
They can, and that's
Well,
why our
is
cats
there a
act so
Roger,
weird.
Norman?
Look, he did the scary cat back.
He's like, yes, there's a Roger.
Roger,
He's in the
Here,
bedroom.
Roger, tell us what happened to you. Okay.
Roger
So,
must sleep in the middle of the bed because I wake up like with barely any room.
It's obviously it's in the middle of the bed. Okay.
Oh no, he's gonna fall
So,
off the
anyways,
couch.
moral of the story is, if you are on Patreon, then we talk about cool things like this on our Patreon live stream. We had a good one last weekend, as always.
Norman stole Munchie off the couch. Literally took him off the
Yeah.
couch.
This is Munchie's.
We had a great
dad.
Patreon live stream.
Yeah, we did.
Always do. Super fun.
Anyway, so that's a taste. We'll be doing some paranormal stuff, especially when we have our van. I'm so ready to go in the woods with a Ouija board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm super ready. We heard some bad wood stories. Wayne told some really bad wood stories on that Patreon live stream.
Overshared a little bit.
Overshared a little bit.
But
Okay.
that's what we do here.
That's
Patrons, you gotta be a
That's
patron.
right.
They
The
listen
patrons
to
are
these.
family at this point, so they get the oversharing story.
I'm sorry, and you're welcome at the same time.
That's right. Okay, any other updates just real quick before we get into the gist of the business today?
I got a new phone.
Oh, Camden got a new phone. Finally, she was totally out of
I
storage.
got a new
so,
phone.
how is your new phone?
Is it good? Is it
She's
fast?
nodding.
It's very cool.
She had ordered cases for a new phone in anticipation of getting a new phone like a month ago.
Yeah.
So she's got a new phone.
So you got all these new cases, but didn't have the phone to put it in yet?
Well,
Yeah.
they got shipped from another country, so they did take like a month to get here. So they only got here like last
And
week.
she has a Pikachu pop socket.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pikachu acrylic.
Have you posted that
socket.
on your story yet?
No, I'll have to do that.
Post that on your story. Say we
So this is
talked.
an iPhone 26.
Oh, yeah.
Not even out yet.
Yeah, Camden got the super cool bedazzled iPhone 26.
Sponsored.
Yeah.
It's
They're-
like real gold. Like,
Thank you for sending me this. Uh-oh.
oh, there's a cat fight.
Norman's attacking a cat.
There's a cat fight.
Norman.
Is it the 13 or the 13, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There
iPhone
is
13.
14.
Wayne's going to help out a cat.
It is gold. And I have a Pikachu case, and it looks great with it.
Opie.
And, yep, that's basically our life. Cats, blenders, Wordle, iPhone. Okay, and last week we did things that were, are we weird? And we've already basically showed that we're weird, even though, surprisingly, if you listen to this podcast, you would think I'm the most weird, I feel like. And I was the least weird. So we said we were going to reach out and ask you guys to tell us things that might be weird or unusual or unique about you, and then we were going to poll everyone on the stories again and see how weird you guys are. How weird are our listeners?
Yes.
They're weird.
Camden's face goes, they're freaking weird.
Scary weird.
Oh, one more thing before they do that. Wayne finally did something he's been wanting to do forever.
What'd I do?
Get the attention of a C-list celebrity.
C-list.
D?
This is Howie freaking Mandel. Okay. He went from being Maurice and Little Monsters to Deal or No Deal to now bullshit.
That's true. Okay, so he has a new show.
Howie Mandel's been
We
there
are
a long
not
time.
sponsored. We're not paid to say this at all, and we haven't watched the show, so this isn't an endorsement of the show in any way. Though one of our patrons has said that we are their second favorite podcast, second only to Howie Mandel's podcast.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this
that's
is pretty epic.
What are the
great.
odds?
What are the freaking odds? Anyways,
And that's why he's a D-list celebrity.
that's why he's a tier above us, so he's D.
He's,
We're
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you posted a video, but he has a show. Wayne said he's looking through this hashtag about his new show on
Netflix.
Yeah, his new show is on Netflix, and he was doing TikTok. Trying to think of that name. I'm that old.
Yeah.
Doing TikTok, looking through TikTok videos of this thing. And so Camden and Wayne made a joke video about it. You probably saw it. And
You were there too.
I was also there. I am never gone. I'm always watching.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in the background.
So he didn't see it on TikTok.
And
He
Roger.
didn't see it on Instagram.
No.
He didn't see it on Facebook.
Nope.
Where did he see it and reply to it?
Twitter.
Twitter, where Wayne has the following of
Not even 700.
not even 700.
I wasn't going to post it on Twitter, but I was just like, might as well post it everywhere.
Yeah.
And, I didn't even tag him either. I tagged him in the other ones. I didn't tag him in this one. But
You
he saw
didn't
it.
tag him. There
He
you
saw
go.
it.
That's where you just throw it out there and you
He
don't
saw
do
the
anything.
hashtag.
I say there's
Bullshit the game show. He saw the
Yeah.
hashtag. And
don't
he's-
try hard.
He said, we're funny.
no, he didn't say that.
Actually, he said funny.
He said funny.
He said
didn't say
funny.
you're funny. He said funny. He was saying funny. I've heard that joke 3,000 times about this show.
Funny.
He's the guy on American Got Talent. He's not going to be nice.
But he also reposted it on his story
He posted on Instagram.
Yeah.
and retweeted it.
And retweet. You gotta
Yeah.
retweet.
And a repost. And who knows, because now he has the
That's
hashtag.
like a few clicks. We were a few clicks in Howie Mandel.
That's right. Yeah,
We
you-
were like 6 clicks.
You took up. How long was that
Wait,
video?
a view and then why?
Do you think he clicked it? Do you think he watched
5.
the whole video?
10 seconds.
10-second video. Do you think you? So you have 10
15
seconds of memory in his brain.
I'm sure he
somewhere.
watched it. Exactly. We're going to be on America's Got
And now I
Talent.
can't say because
my
I say it every
God.
time. Wayne does these special hashtags. He goes, "This celebrity has a new show and they're seeing videos and they're duetting videos."
Yeah.
I go, "That's so lame. They're not gonna see it." And,
Yeah.
and over the years, you've done dozens of them, probably. Well, maybe not dozens,
Like
10,
5,
5
maybe.
over the years, and then you've made a video and you've tried hard.
Yeah.
And I have always said, "What's the point of this? No one's ever gonna see it." And now I can't say that anymore because you did see it.
Listen, punk.
I know.
I'm always looking to get a celebrity to notice us. That's how
I'm
you get
always
bigger.
looking to never be noticed.
That's
again
how
in my
you
life.
get bigger.
I know.
You get reposted.
I know. In my pessimist mind, didn't believe in you, but now I believe in you.
Yeah.
I believe in Cam.
We're going to keep going. You've always believed in Cam.
That's right. ABC, always believe in Cam. Okay.
ABC. Oh, we'll keep it now.
So we're weird. And you guys are weird too, Camden says. And we put it to the test to see how freaking weird you are. Let's see if any of these are normal.
Please vote on the following polls for a follow-up to the Are We Weird episode of Famous-ish. Are you weird?
Are you?
Do you have tattoos?
Okay, so the person said they do not have tattoos. And they think it's weird that they do not have tattoos.
I think it's weird that they don't have
Yes,
tattoos.
because it seems like everyone has tattoos. So what did everyone
Especially
say?
nowadays. I had a friend that was like totally against that.
Yeah.
He was just like, I never want a tattoo. I never want to do it. Not about the desecration of the body. Just doesn't want.
Well, I mean, I
Doesn't wanna have the regret.
or whatever. Also, and just like, there's no point to do it if you don't have anything you really want to do.
I'm the guy that has the most cliche quote in the world on my chest. I just
Yeah.
don't care.
That's true.
Tattoos are like fun for me.
Yeah.
And I am actually
He's, like,
scheduled
collecting.
to get a tattoo in like a week.
Yes.
Or actually, in a couple weeks. And I'm going to start my whole Sailor Jerry Nintendo Mario sleeve.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think tattoos are definitely not weird.
I
the
think
idea of
okay.
not having
Do you have a
tattoos
guess?
is actually a little weird.
I think more people have tattoos than don't that answered this quiz.
Yeah.
What do you think? Or what is it, Cam?
I definitely think most people have tattoos.
63% said no.
No.
63%.
Okay, I mean,
37%
Okay,
said
37
yes.
and 63.
Almost 2,000 people said no.
2,000 people said no.
1,200 people said yes.
Okay, I mean, it's not like a humongous discrepancy, but no, you're not weird if you don't have tattoos. Though you might feel weird because people who have tattoos love to show you their freaking tattoos and talk about their tattoos.
I mean, just like a little thing. Like you have a little one. You
Yeah.
know that you got when you were younger, right? Camden, she got like a little one, a little Kirby on your ankle.
Yeah.
It's like, first of all, the ankle doesn't even feel like
Out
anything.
of our family, like all of, my sisters and their husbands and my parents and you and I and you and me, the only people who have tattoos are you, me, and my one sister. So not majority there either.
Your other sister doesn't have any tattoos. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Your parents don't have any tattoos?
No. And the guys, I don't think, have any tattoos other than you. So,
Really?
yeah.
Huh.
Anyways, you're not weird. If you don't have tattoos, you're not weird. And I don't think you're weird if you have tattoos. It wasn't weird enough to make it, like, weird that you do. It's just a little more uncommon.
It just depends on where the tattoo is. Like, I would never do face tattoos. Don't do face tattoos.
Yeah, there's some weird places to get tattooed.
You know.
Yeah. Next question. Do you put toast in the fridge or like cold toast?
Just move to Canada or something.
A disturbing.
Don't be so weird.
A
Don't be so freaking
disturbing
weird.
222 people said yes.
222 people put toast in the fridge.
Why,
to
though?
cool
What is
it
the point
down.
of it? I don't understand. Because you're supposed to have your toast is supposed to be
Here's
hot.
the thing is I'm
They
thinking
want to have the
if
toasted
it's-
flavor.
If it's a dessert
Dessert
toast.
Dessert toast is called like toast-sickle.
No, I'm saying like if you put it in the fridge,
But this
You
also
could put,
comes
like,
from
whipped cream
Camden,
on
who
it or
puts
something.
Pop-Tarts in the freezer. Which
that
I understand is not
is-
uncommon, but for me, that's weird. What the hell is a frozen Pop-Tart? I still haven't had one. I refuse.
They want the toast flavor without having the heat. They're obviously not melting butter on it. I'm curious what they put on it.
They could.
Cream cheese? Maybe?
saying cream cheese, whipped cream,
You got me wondering now.
marshmallow.
We might have to get the other bread. The white bread type stuff. Toast it.
because Dad's
Throw in the
like,
fridge.
He's
sweet
so
bread.
anti-wheat bread. And you think white bread, cold-ass toast is going to be good?
Like, garlic bread's not horrible when it sits in the fridge.
It is not good.
It's not necessarily.
Especially once you toast or heat up bread and then cool it back down, it becomes weird. It changes the makeup of the bread.
Is that why they like it? Like, I like spaghetti the day after.
That's different. Pasta's different. And
cold.
even pizza's different. But
See-
this is...
You guys are missing the point of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if you're making it cold, you're making it a sweet, not a savory.
Why would it be sweet if it's cold?
You mean like a
Why would it
cinnamon
change?
toast?
Yeah, like a cinnamon.
A
you have
refrigerated
to-
cinnamon
To have
toast?
cinnamon toast, you have to melt butter.
No, you don't.
Yes, it has to have melted butter to soak up
Cinnamon
the cinnamon
and
sugar.
whipped cream in the fridge.
So you're saying like
Cold.
a cold pie
Yeah, like a
type
pie.
crust?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
I
so
don't get it.
definitely weird. What's the percentage there?
92 to 8.
8% of people?
I know, it's
Like I said,
disturbing.
move to a cold location, and then you won't have to admit to people how freaking weird you are.
I don't know, I might like it. I don't know.
Camden, at least I like
The
Camden.
more I'm
She's like,
listening
kinda like,
to it, the more I'm
I
like...
might try it. It could be good.
I'm thinking dessert
I
toast.
am- it's one of
If
the
I
things-
put it in the fridge, get some marshmallow cream, slap it on there, get some peanut butter or something, make a pie.
It must be a light toast because, like I said, once you toast it and then it cools down, the consistency isn't good anymore.
We'll see. Okay.
Hmm.
Do you?
So you're weird if you put toast in your fridge for the purpose of cooling it down to eat it.
I guess so. Do you straighten the bent tines on forks everywhere you go?
Do you know what that is, Kim?
What do you mean? Do I know
Oh.
what that is?
I don't know. A tine. Tines. That feels like it could be a Wordle world that people would be like complaining about on Twitter. Like, what is a tine? Who's ever heard of it?
Like Dad?
Yeah.
You asked me, but not Dad first.
Okay, I hate using a bent tine fork, but we have one in our drawer right now, and I've never straightened it.
We do.
Yes.
I've
I
never
still
even seen
continue
it.
to
I've
use
never
it.
even seen it.
Because I serve your food, and I give you a fork that doesn't have bent tines because I love you, and I want to save you the pain.
I appreciate it.
Bent forks?
Yeah, bent tines. Slightly askew tine.
I don't know what the hell tine was. I was still trying to figure out what tine.
Mom,
I was like,
this is what I'm
This is
saying.
joyous.
We have like a tier of smart people in this family. It goes you, me, and then him. Okay,
Yeah, I'm
and
sorry.
you don't ask me if I know what a tine is. You ask him.
you never learn that? Tine?
They don't teach you what a tine is.
You just say the thingies on forks are bent.
The
The
tine.
thingies on the fork are bent, man.
Cheap buffets, they always have bent tines, like at the cheap Fiesta buffet or whatever.
I probably am guilty of, bending
I break
them
them
back
off
to where they need to
on,
be.
like,
But
plastic.
you know what's worse is when you get a fork that tastes like metal. And I know that's weird because they're all metal, but you know what I mean? That like
a certain one where they're
metally
more distinct.
taste.
Add
I
flavor.
can't eat. I can't eat with it.
Add flavor, put it in the fridge. and
Add
maybe
some
it won't.
flavor. Heck yeah.
Oh my god.
Put the fork in the fridge with your food.
It's a dessert fork.
Yeah, it's a dessert fork.
Okay, so
It's
they
for
do have
sweet.
dessert fork. That's
No, actually, cold forks make things better. I've thought about that, like cold forks with like a pie or something.
Okay, maybe with a pie.
pie.
Maybe with like a moussey pie.
You know what you
Okay.
need? You need a frozen glass, like beer drinkers. You know, like a frozen Stein. I know what a Stein is.
Yeah, like a frosted
And
glass.
you can freaking just drink your Diet Pepsi that way instead of using 50,000 things of ice every day.
Oh,
It'll
right.
keep your Diet Pepsi
But don't
super
you have to have
cold.
freezer room?
Yeah, that's right. Our freezer's full of your stuff.
My stuff.
I know, and also my
There's
stuff.
literally nothing in there. I was looking yesterday. I was hungry. I couldn't find a hot pocket. There's one hot
I
pocket.
couldn't find a hot
I
pocket.
couldn't find a
Freaking
My
hot.
White
first
Castles are
world
gone.
problem. First world problem.
There's shrimp in
okay,
there.
so I don't obviously obsessively turn them back. It annoys me, but I'm too lazy to fix it. So this person,
Yeah.
if they come across one at a restaurant, at a whatever, at a buffet or in their house or probably a friend's house, they're going to straighten them back up.
I'm really shocked.
Okay.
That's not easy to do, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Forks
don't
are
know how
really.
you.
That's like.
You take your knife. What you do is you take your knife, and then you kind of weave it around the one that's sticking out, and then you kind of weave it around the other ones, and then you kind of.
That makes me cringe, like nails on the chalkboard sound.
I have done it, but I don't do it
Ning.
excessively. Okay.
This is a lot. I don't
A
know.
lot.
This is different. 48 to 52.
50-50.
50-50.
This is like you're not weird nor normal.
More people said no, but
Okay.
like that doesn't matter. It's
I think,
50-50.
okay, I am interested in this fact. I think this is a big enough microcosm, I don't know, to say that, like, if you meet someone on the street and you don't straighten ties, then the chances are they do.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really interesting.
So, wow.
No one here does it though, right?
No one here does it because it's still sitting in our freaking drawer with bent tines, and the chances are someone would have done it by now.
What are you supposed to do? Like get heat, put heat to
Trash it, honestly. Our forks are cheap. I would just be like, I should be trashing this dang fork.
You just get
Every
another
time
one.
I use that fork, I'm like, I should trash this fork.
You literally grab one and then you like put it back and grab another one. That's what I do.
I use the fork on top, so the fork on top doesn't
Like I
feel
might
left
use
out.
this one day.
It's like Andy's toys.
Exactly. I must play with this fork. This fork hasn't been used.
This fork won't be used if I don't use it. Yeah, because I've never seen the bent tine fork.
I'm the only one using it, Forky. You're mine.
Yeah, fork.
Forky.
Okay.
Say
It's good
it
for
like,
getting
don't
on
say it like
olives.
that. That's a sport.
Olives and Vienna sausage. Get her outer thing.
Wait, what?
What?
Nothing.
Sausage getter outer.
What's a sausage getter outer
It's
thingy?
a poker.
What's a poker? Oh,
The
that fork with the
You
bent.
can use it to get out olives
This
and Vienna
is my
sausage.
special sausage poking.
Yeah.
Don't get rid of the bent tine fork.
Yeah, it's my
I
sausage
do know.
poking
You
fork.
always poke pickles.
Yeah, I
It's
put
a pickle poker.
Pickle poker.
You gotta poke to the bottom. You gotta poke them onto the side of the jar and carry.
That's like an actual thing. I saw that, like a pickle poker, and it's like $16.95, and I'm like, you mean a fork?
She's crying.
Why?
Talk about poking pickles or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Bzz.
Someone's getting off to this right now.
Pickle poke.
I need cock.
Fork tines.
This is like some CBT thing. This is a little.
What is what?
See, this is some CBT thing.
What's CBT? What's CBT?
I have no idea.
Don't tell me.
What's
Cock and
CBT?
bull torture.
Oh, I didn't. Cam, you know acronyms for this stuff. Oh, we don't even know this.
What is it?
I didn't
Don't-
know.
you don't
I
even
didn't
Say it
know
again.
what a jerk circ was for some
Circle
reason.
jerk circ.
Wait, circ jerk.
Circle jerks.
I didn't know what a jerk circ.
We need to
jerk-
put like a
circ-
slightly not safe for work warning on this. So I think this is like not really unsafe for work, but
NSFW podcast.
you can say way worse than this on network television.
It's more like if you know, you know. Except I just explained what cock and ball torture. Is.
I know. I mean, I can figure that
No,
out from
but
the
that's
name.
what
But
I-
why?
It was a meme, like Pornhub.
I don't look at memes. It's a claim to fame.
You really don't.
They really don't.
I don't know how.
She's not a meme looker.
How are you getting through life without looking at memes?
Well, I mean, you are on Reddit, the number one
My
place
memes
for this kind
are
of
like
humor.
plant memes, survivor memes,
Like
bachelor
me
memes.
when my plant commits photosynthesis.
Yeah, exactly.
Happy.
Like my plant when I don't water it for 30
Surprise
seconds. And then
Pikachu
it's that
face.
dried up
And
freaking
yeah, that-
SpongeBob.
That's mom's
Roger laughed at that.
mom's Reddit meme. Yeah, Roger thought that was funny.
That was funny, huh, Roger?
Well, Roger knows I'm funny.
No, is that what it is?
Very rare that you are.
Is that what it is? Roger loves my
Roger.
jokes, okay?
Roger.
Roger and I talk about it all the time.
That's why Roger haunted your Wordle. It's like, I'm gonna
Yes,
give
and
you
he helps me
this.
with Wordle.
Well, so far I think the results are slightly surprising.
Yeah?
On to the next one. So far nobody's weird. Well, no. Toast people are weird. Other than toast people, no one else is weird.
Sorry,
The
toast
next one
people.
is, do you eat ramen raw, crush up, add seasoning, shake, and enjoy?
I met someone who did this once in high school. I thought they were weird
I know
then.
people who do it.
I've done it.
74 to 26. 74 no.
1 in 4 people do this. Just for kicks.
I've definitely done it. I mean, like back in the day when I
How
like,
desperate
with
are you when you don't have
roommates or
2
whatever.
cups of water?
You were just lazy and hungry.
I mean, you can microwave ramen.
Yeah.
Raw ramen isn't bad.
No, we have that salad. We make like a Chinese
Yeah,
chicken
yeah,
type
yeah, we
salad.
do
and
that.
We put the little ramen on top, and it's good. But
It's good, literally, if you just take it out of the package and you put the seasoning on it, you eat it like a cracker.
no,
Yes.
I've seen people do that on hiking, though, babe. When they don't want to heat up water, they do that. So maybe you'll be good on the long distance.
Still
hiking.
get your nutrients or whatever from your ramen.
The ramen nutrients. Fill me in here. You get your calories, and that's the important thing when you're out doing a long
Calories,
hike.
It was a
but-
joke.
Yeah, then there's not the nutrients. So
Sodium.
1 in 4, yeah, I would say leaning towards weird there.
Leaning towards
Yeah,
weird.
that's on the
not
weird
as
side of
horribly
life.
weird as cold
No.
Still
On the
not
scope
a-
of things, you're not at cold toast, but you're less weird. I mean, you're more weird than fork people.
Still not as
Who
weird as
aren't really
using a
weird.
spoon
I don't think it's
with
weird.
cooked ramen.
You would like a little bit of broth with your noodles.
No.
Yeah, I get
you
it.
drink it.
I get the
You
idea.
drink it like a normal person.
Why
you eat the
would-
noodles and you drink your broth like cereal
I
milk.
don't want to. I don't drink my cereal milk.
I know.
Ew,
That's
cereal
that.
milk
We
is
should have asked
gross.
that. That's a weird ass thing you guys both do. You don't drink your cereal milk. You
Cereal milk
literally eat
is
your cereal and then you
disgusting.
put your cereal
I
milk.
don't know
Grainy
why.
ass milk.
I
On
don't
the
know
counter.
why.
You
I
And I
thought
want to drink milk with crumbs in it. Why would anyone do that? Even when I used to have like animal cookies in my milk as a little kid, and you dip your milk at the end, I'd be like, I'd do like the Jerry Seinfeld. No, not
it's
that.
like disturbing.
It's
Yeah.
good.
Even though I'll eat, the food and I'll dip cookies in milk. I don't want cookie milk. I
Yeah.
don't want animal cracker milk.
Oh, weird.
Exactly.
I don't want orange juice with
Cinnamon
the pulp.
Toast Crunch is like an horchata.
If I'm drinking something, I don't want to feel it. Okay.
Yes, but
Unless
I don't
it's
want
like
a
ice.
smoothie.
Oh,
Icy.
That's
I
different.
just don't want crumbs
I
in
promise
my
you.
food.
I
It's
don't.
crumbs.
I still
It's
don't.
crumbs.
I don't even like fruit.
Just for
chunks in my
giggles, we should put this
smoothie.
on your story and see how many people actually drink their cereal milk. We're gonna put this on the story just for it's not part of the
Just for
podcast.
crumbs.
I just need to
Crumbs
know.
and-
I'll put it on my story. Who drinks
Yeah.
their freaking cereal milk?
You do that.
Not
I will.
And the cereal
I don't
milk
wanna
trend
know.
is big too because we went to that place.
Ew! I don't know why I
what's that
thought
place
I'd like that.
called?
Milk.
Milk Bar.
Milk. Nothing against Milk Bar. Good.
Which they have
actual
really good
coffee.
cake and really
Good-
good cake balls.
really
and
good
really good other
Cake.
stuff balls.
I don't like cake, and I liked their cake.
Yeah, but they had cereal milk ice cream.
Their
Their cereal
whole thing
milk
was
latte,
cereal
cereal milk cookie, blah 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 blah.
And I got a cereal milk latte, and cat food's not that bad, but it was a cat food latte.
Camden thought it tastes like cat food.
I think a lot
wonder
of
what
things
it
taste
is.
like cat food.
Anything
No,
that
I
tastes
think
bad
it's
tastes like cat food
no,
smells to
no, it's different. No, I've tried cat food. It's not that bad. It's like processed,
You know what I
way
think
too
it is?
artificial, kind of savory when
I
it
feel
shouldn't
like
be.
that could be the cereal milk type stuff. Because cat food has that chalky outer
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, that's what I'm
And
saying.
I'm thinking that's probably what you related. Okay, so you're not weird if what was even the question? You
If
crumble
you-
up. You're weird, but you're not like I won't talk to you ever. Don't come to my house. Weird.
No, I mean, I don't know. I'd put
I
it in a
feel
bowl.
like that's a cheap snack.
I'd
there
put
you
it
go.
in a bowl.
Snack on it all day.
Crush it up and then put it in
Honestly,
a bowl.
it's less weird than the people who only use half a ramen packet seasoning in their ramen. Have you seen those type of people?
disturbing.
Those type of people who say, "Oh yeah, no, I don't use a whole packet because there's too much sodium."
Cry about it.
That's weird.
That's weirder than crushing it up. That's weirder than any other ramen habit. That's weirder than eating it with a spoon.
It's not weird. It's not even like quirky. It's pretentious.
I feel like it shames me.
Yeah.
I feel shamed.
Yeah, it really is.
So yeah, those people, super weird.
Yeah.
Super weird.
Do you only use one hand while driving? Never two at a time.
I don't see how it's possible.
Majority say?
Okay, so what is the
62 to 38.
say?
62,
only
Only one hand.
in chillin' traffic, like super easy traffic, going on the freeway from here to California, and there's no one around. I basically is one arm.
I only use two hands when I'm like going 80 miles an hour on the freeway. Because you need to be like
ready.
If something hit.
This person says never though.
No,
never
on the freeway.
Like they're lifting both hands by chance so they don't accidentally touch the wheel with two hands.
You have to be ready on the freeway.
I agree.
You like if a rock hits you, if your tire pops and you have one hand and you're chilling.
That's the story they always tell. That's
the
story they always tell in driver's ed or whatever. If your tire pops at 60 and you don't have both hands on the freeway, you're gone.
Yeah,
you're over the cliff.
Yeah, I mean, you might be able to get but it'll take a minute.
Yeah,
it's better to be in
hands.
control.
And there are moments when I'm glad I've had both hands because I need to swerve. Like if there's an accident in front of you or whatever else, you need to be able to react quickly.
I kind of drive like this, like underneath.
You drive with your freaking
underneath
knee.
it with my 3 fingers.
He's done it.
Yeah.
My brother used to drive with his knee.
You've
he used to do that too.
it.
I can drive with my knee.
My dad would drive with his knee.
If you're like, obviously on the freeway, you can drive with your knee. And if you're in cruise control, that's when you definitely drive with your knee. And that's also on the freeway. So I'm a hypocrite.
You basically don't touch anything with your feet when you're on cruise control, right? I'm stretching my legs out.
Yeah.
I'm like rubbing my knee. I'm moving my leg all around.
What's cruise control?
That's just where you don't have to push the gas. It stays at a steady speed. Your car will stay at the speed. If you're going on the freeway, there's no one in front of you going slow. You can just stay in your lane.
Cam doesn't know this yet, but when you're like on a 10-hour trip, it's a necessity because your legs, you have to stretch them. Yeah. So you hit cruise control. It's almost like autopilot, but you still have to steer.
You have to steer, and I prefer to steer with my hands.
Like an anchorman, anchorman too. They're all like in the back, and he's like, "Who's steering?" And it's on cruise control. And they fly off the bridge. That's not what it means. But yeah, it's not a Tesla. Tesla does it all. Yeah. But I still have to watch. I'd be nervous.
My freaking control freaking me. I don't know if I can.
You wouldn't be able to do it.
Elon Musk have control of my
car. God, oh my God.
But cruise control.
I don't want
cruise control, and then you kind of like do your whole leg stretching.
So theoretically, we are more weird.
Eat your food
by using two hands at points. We're more weird than people who only use one hand.
We are.
Theoretically, I'm from this thing.
You're supposed to, as AC Slater says, what? You're supposed to have your hand at
10 to 2.
2 o'clock and at 10 o'clock.
Well, I mean, you just did 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock.
But I only use one hand.
10 is on that side.
I only use one hand, so it's all here.
Are you
can't read time?
2 o'clock and 10 o'clock, so it's supposed to be like this?
10 and 2, literally like this.
Like that?
You can't read time.
No, I don't do that.
9 and 3 is when you have them on the...
There's digital for a reason.
I mean, yeah, I think learning how to read time's overrated.
Cam, you have to drive the right way when you're with the instructor, and then you can do what the hell you want after that.
As we can see on the roads that people drive like crap. Okay. Mm-hmm. And they're only driving with friggin' one hand all the time. Never two. That was the thing we said. Never two.
Never.
Oh.
I see 60% of you using your two hands. I know you're going to lie on this pole. I know you lied on this pole, and I can't trust any of the data.
And also, you can't make a big turn with one hand.
No.
You can,
oh my God,
but it's a lot harder. I've done it.
I have, where you let go of the wheel and catch it on the way back. Because you're trying to turn with one hand. It's hard.
Like, try flipping a Yui with one hand.
No, it's difficult. My wrists don't move.
You need that second hand.
You do.
Never do it.
Never. We need to tie their hand behind. No, that'd be dangerous. Tie their hand behind their back and make them drive all the time like that.
Do you only order fast food if you can order from an app?
Okay, I'm curious.
What does this mean?
This means like if they don't have an app available, if you have to go in and order, or if you have to drive through and physically order from a person, then no, they won't do it.
Do you realize since McDonald's became an app, every time we got McDonald's, we used it?
Yes.
We stopped going in. we
course.
stopped going to the drive-thru.
Yes.
It's just easier.
I agree.
And it's convenient to just go there and pick it up. But it always worries me, but I guess it's the same as drive-thru, that you're not going to get what you get.
I think you have a better chance because you can physically see exactly what you ordered on your thing when you check out, and you know exactly how many sauces and all that other stuff, instead of trusting the second thing, which is the intercom, to interpret what you said correctly.
Yeah.
And sometimes even whatever, and then they put it in there wrong, and they don't have a broken screen or whatever, and then you end up with crap.
That's true.
They're going to mess up your order no matter what. What are we kidding?
Here's the thing with me. It depends. Like if it's McDonald's or something, you don't have a choice anyway. But if it's Panda Express, which I just had I could have done it. I want to go inside. I want to see that the orange chicken is new and then been sitting there for 2 weeks.
He's got to inspect.
And
He's
Chipotle.
pulling health inspector.
You need to. It's as important. You're paying
So what did
$14 for this food.
I agree. What did people say here?
28 to 72, no. 72,
Okay.
no.
Okay, what was the question? How did we do it? No, explain to me what no
Did you
means.
take one of my gummies?
No, I'm just trying to understand what no means.
Do you only
You have a little
order
more.
fast food if you can order from an
I
app?
had peanut butter. You know how peanut butter makes me? I love peanut butter.
Wait, what's peanut butter? Because there's two in there.
There's the
I made a
wheat
special peanut butter last night.
I love peanut butter. I don't, and like it's like such a treat for me. So now I'm like really hyper on the sugar. From
That's
peanut butter.
awesome. I
Okay,
wish I had
so-
the peanut butter. Had that effect on me.
Peanut butter.
Be a lot cheaper.
Edibles, no effect. Peanut butter.
What the hell is that? I'm making you a peanut butter. That's
Mom's
what I'm doing.
Mom's like a dog. Peanut butter.
Peanut butter dog. Yep. I love it. Okay. No, it's because I just ate. All right. So no meant what is what we're trying to get to. What did no mean?
No means that you order fast food. I don't know.
Okay. No, I'm
Not only with an app.
No means
We are in the no category.
And was the no majority?
yes.
Okay, but no.
Wait, what was the question?
What?
It's confusing me. It's like who's on first?
Lay
too?
off the peanut
on
butter.
This is the fast food one.
Only order fast food if you can order from an app.
Okay.
No.
What's how much?
But what about the drive-thru?
72% of people will go in if they have to do whatever, and so that means 28%.
Yeah.
Quick
Good.
maths.
Even though I said it earlier. But yeah. Sure.
28% of people are even more socially awkward than I am.
So I have
and
you
prefer
the
to.
question then, and this is obviously I already know the answer. If you have the choice of using the drive-thru or going in to get the food, you're 100% going to use the drive-thru.
Oh, obviously.
100%.
Oh, I will send you somewhere. If I'm not picking up the food, if you have to go in and get it,
You never.
I'm always like, it's your job. If you
Yeah.
have to go and get the food,
I'm gonna go get the food guy.
This is how we are. This is how the marriage is.
Yeah.
He does the talking to people. He has to make the phone calls. He has to talk to the whatever people. He has to do whatever. I do all the other things.
Because I don't mind.
Yeah. You don't mind.
My job was basically talking to people forever. So
I would prefer to do everything without any human interaction. So I aspire to be these people in the 28%ers. But they're weird. I think that's they're kind of on the odd side.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I said, it depends. Sometimes I like to go in. I like to go in just to see,
Just
See
what?
the flies
See
on the
the
table.
orange
See the
boots?
flies. See the flies and the dirty napkins on the
See
table.
the 16-year-olds who are super unhappy with their job that might
That's only White Castle. All right, where I've seen like flies on the table.
We just have to ask our health inspector.
What I'm
mother-in-law.
saying-
Every fast food place ever I've had to sit in. Flies.
You have a better
freaking
chance of getting.
gross.
Really?
I don't like
Well, I mean, people open the door and
We
they come in the
have not
restaurant and they
been
close the door and they
sicker.
open the door. We do that in the backyard and the flies come
We
in.
went to McDonald's. I think it was like after one of
Sit
your
in-
birthdays,
sit in on my
Camden,
thing.
and you kids played in the play place, and everyone got sick, like really sick, like norovirus type sick, like really some bad stomach stuff. So yeah, I don't want to go in. I prefer not to.
Like I said, I only go in if it's like Subway, which we don't go to anymore. But you have to like watch them do
The
it.
last time you've been in a
There is one drive-through Subway, and we did not have a good time there. We went to the drive-through Subway one time, remember? And we both got sick.
Yeah, wow.
He jumped on my
Our
back.
child attacked him.
Freaking razor blades on my back.
Just call her Renez.
We got sick. All right.
Yeah.
From that. So
I've got sick from Subway too many times. Like, why? It's crappy food. Why would I want to get sick from this crappy food? I can make myself a sandwich. Call me an artist. Call me artist.
Ah! He climbed my leg like a freaking pole. He's got sharp ass claws, people.
Next question.
Yeah, get her boob.
Next question. Do you let ramen sit for an hour so it gets thick before eating?
An hour?
I know that puffy ass ramen. I know what that ramen looks like, and I've seen bowls of that ramen come back to the kitchen.
Okay, the whole point of ramen is it's quick.
Yes,
You make it, you eat it. Why would you let it sit for an hour? If you make a
An hour
lasagna.
for food, you should have some.
Yeah, make a
slow
freaking
cooked.
lasagna if you're going to wait an hour to eat it.
Yeah.
You can use a TV dinner in the oven like a
Camden used to do
weirdo.
this,
It takes 35 minutes to make a TV dinner
I'd
in the
give
oven.
Camden ramen. It'd be too hot for her to eat it. Then she'd set it aside, and then she'd play a video game or do something else, and then she wouldn't eat it, and it'd be there, and she'd be like, "Oh," and then her bowl would be on the counter with the puffy freaking ramen in it, and that's what happens if you make ramen.
I remember that.
This person
I've seen that.
prefers to eat it that way, and this is why you can never eat leftover ramen. Have you ever tried to have
It's not-
leftover
it's
ramen?
not really good.
It is nasty.
It's nasty.
Nasty.
That's a new word.
Nasty. Nasty is so 90s.
Nasty.
It's not new. It's old.
Oh yeah, I
Make it
guess I
new
haven't
again.
heard that. It's nasty.
Nasty. Okay.
But I have put it in the fridge though, like if it's too hot to cool down. Would you let go?
You and your toast. Did you have a piece of toast on top of there?
You've done that, right? You put it in the bowl. It's hot as hell. You put it in the fridge for like 15 seconds, 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
It's.
And then you take it out and you eat it.
Does your breath not
It's
work?
not. It's
Does your mouth not
Just
work?
blow it up.
Whoa.
that doesn't always work. It's how you get blisters on top of your freaking pizza bite blisters.
No
Just blow
one
on
does
it.
Pizza
it.
bites are evil.
Yeah, pizza bites.
That's just a
They're
new
literally
song.
Satan
Pizza bites are
inside
evil.
those things.
Pizza bites
Pizza
are
bites
evil.
are
The pit of hell inside a freaking
Okay.
egg roll.
What is the percentage here of
Bah.
puffy, nasty ramen?
84 said no.
Okay, thank you. Oh God. Oh God.
Her face was like faith in humanity gone.
84%, not just 84 people, right?
84%.
84% of people say nah, that's weird, and so then 16% of people are weird.
That's 385 people.
385 people. Take note. We have your location services.
Find IP.
We will never come to that city. I've done it. I'm not ashamed to admit I have eaten that puffy ramen, leftover ramen, and I didn't like it. But I ate it as not to waste 5 cents worth of food.
I'm
No.
concerned. This one is. Listen. It's weird that there were even some people who said yes for that, but this
Okay.
is like you need an exorcism. You need to like see a priest, some kind of.
Oh no.
You know.
Camden's like evoking some.
I'm really worried about
Wow.
this. Do you not blink every couple of minutes? Once every couple of minutes.
Yeah, okay. People who
Blink
wrote this person.
once.
Okay, I had to tone this down. The person who wrote it in said they blinked maybe once every 3 minutes. And so I'm like, there's no way in hell anyone else in the world has survived without blinking for 3 minutes straight.
Still.
So I said every couple minutes, so 2 minutes.
I don't count my
I'm
blinks.
looking at you blinking right now. It's like every few seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you
That's-
freaking blink. It's
that's
dry eyes. We live in
very
Las Vegas.
normal.
We would look like that SpongeBob. Once again, that dry ass SpongeBob.
Yeah.
We need it. Our
Have you ever
eyes would be
done
like in
the-
Sandy's house. Our
A staring
drying
contest
up.
that hurts.
Oh, I know. Don't go against these people. So what is the
Don't go against these
what is the percentage of the people here?
69. Nice. Said no. 69%.
Said they're normal blinking.
Yeah, they're
humans.
normal.
Everyone else alien.
710 people.
Alien population. They're living among
They
us.
do. They do exist. This is
Have you seen-
actually.
You know, like
this is
when-
proof. This
yeah.
is.
Yeah, this is proof.
This is proof.
It's like the lizards with the double eyelids, right?
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
the one that goes over the top,
Yeah.
and then they just sit there.
This is these people. These are the aliens living among us. They exist.
I imagine there's a world record. Wayne, look it up right now.
What am I looking at?
World record for longest time without blinking.
I think it's a long. I've
No, it can't be longer than 3 minutes. That person was dead. They just didn't want to tell me.
no, because there's people that literally don't blink. 1 hour and 31 minutes. The record for spending the longest time without blinking the eye was set by Anand Haridas in
I just
Canoe
blinked
Kerala.
3,000 times.
He spent 1
just
hour and 31
cause.
minutes without blinking his both eyes, as confirmed. On July 12th, 2021. That was like pandemic type deal.
This guy
He was
was
like, I have anything else to do.
I have nothing else
I'm
to
just
do.
going to stare at this wall, and I'm going to record it, and then I'm going to call the Guinness Records.
What did you do during the pandemic? I freaking stared at a wall. And
I
I gotta get this world record.
oh my god.
Oh my gosh, the people who don't blink every couple minutes are not weird. We're the weird ones.
You're messing me up. It's like the breathing thing. When I don't think about breathing, I breathe normal. When I think about breathing, I can't breathe. This is the same thing with my blinking. My eyes are starting to water. Shut up.
I'm blinking back tears this whole entire podcast for some reason.
And
I'm
edibles
crying.
don't make it easier to blink or breathe.
Yeah, we got on a bad start with the blender.
The blender, and then we were blended, and we're also on Thursday.
Vitamix. Okay. The next question.
I still can't get over the freaking blinking people. Okay.
The next question is also disturbing.
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 Get ready, Roger.
Like,
Ooh.
yeah, Roger. Do you use only prime numbers on the microwave? See, I feel like these are the same kind of people that, like, want to experiment on human beings. And,
Okay.
like, keep them in a lab.
Okay, what's the highest prime number?
That is
Look that up.
serial killer
Yeah,
thinking.
that's what I'm saying.
All right, what in the
This
actual
is
hell?
This is like Ted Bundy fun facts.
Yeah.
Use only prime numbers on his microwave.
Hey Alexa, what is the highest prime number?
There is no largest prime number, but the largest prime so far is 2 to the power of 77.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, that can't be a prime number. 2 to the
Yeah, that's not a prime number.
Okay, hold on, wait. What's the prime number?
A prime number is a number that. Do you know? Do you need me to explain it? Was that a joke?
Isn't it 1, 3, 5?
Yeah, we're
That's the prime number,
numbers
right?
that can only
Well,
be
no, he's
multiplied.
saying odd number.
It stops at you can't do 9.
I knew something was odd.
No, they are odd because nothing else goes into it but 1 and itself. So 1 times 3, 1 times 5, 1 times 7. But
I thought they were talking about like an
9,
Amazon microwave. I was like,
I
what?
think that's what Mrs. Alexa thought we were talking about too. I don't know. I'm thinking
okay,
like
prime
it's a
numbers.
13.
Prime numbers: 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31. So you're not gonna do a minute. You're gonna do 61 seconds.
Again,
61
again,
I'm
Camden,
saying,
again, serial killer.
This is serious.
Straight up.
I know, but I'm
Not
like
even
the
a good
person
serial
that
killer
doesn't
like
do the
Dexter. I'm
minute.
talking straight up,
This is straight up.
crazy ass John Wayne Gacy serial killer.
No, that's
Dressed
what
up
I'm
like a
saying.
clown.
Ted Bundy fun facts.
No.
Only his prime.
Only
I
his
think
prime number.
the better
No.
question is: this is what I do. I use doubles, which makes sense because then you don't have to move your finger over. So like 33 because you're just pushing the 30,
Hey Cam,
or the 66. You know, or
Amazon
99.
is making a new microwave, and it's only prime numbers.
Oh, there you go.
Ah.
Okay, so what is the percentage here? These people know more about prime numbers than me, I
I'm so
guess.
concerned.
This is some.
I'm so concerned.
I don't wanna diagnose anyone.
I don't want to meet any of these people.
Camden
I'm
finds
scared.
this odder than the
I
toast in the
would-
fridge. I think the toast in the fridge is weirder.
No. If I was on Tinder, and I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm
If this
not.
was in the Tinder bio, you'd be like, swipe whatever the way you swipe that
Swipe
you don't like.
left.
Camden pretends like she doesn't know.
Well, I think it's left and right?
Is swiping left when you swipe stuff off to the left?
I
or
know
do you swipe
right.
stuff with your left side of the thing?
No, I know right is
Swiping
yes.
right is going that way.
But does left just make you go backwards, or does it?
You time travel. Okay.
Swiping left on Tinder. How to time travel?
No. Okay, see.
No, but the other day, I remember I was like,
No, guys,
90
that-
seconds
that
is a
always
minute and
happened, right?
30. It's the same thing. You know, what was it like 70 seconds or something? I was like, 70 seconds. And I was like, it keeps coming up 110.
How did we even end up here?
Again,
Oh my
again, this is the gummies. I was totally normal that day.
Okay.
It was just funny to me. I was like, whoa.
Okay, so what is the percentage here?
28 to 72.
28%. I think maybe they're thinking odd. I'm hoping they're thinking odd
I'm
numbers.
really-
Because I can see going 3-3, No, Kim says no. Kim says no. She has no trust.
I'm only even numbers. I'm
a person that will just do the double because that's what is right there. I don't have to move my
uncomfortable.
finger.
It has to be it has to be nice numbers. Okay.
Nice
5,
numbers. You're not
10.
doing 666. I've literally done 666. That's a nice
weird.
number for the microwave.
There's no other way to say it. It's weird. It's weird.
But
It's
that's
weird.
not the way
Whether you use it in prime
scary.
numbers, odd numbers,
That's
only the
less
numbers on the
weird.
right, only the numbers on the left. It's weird. You're
That's
using that.
less weird than something else. That's less weird than some of the other stuff.
There's
In
only
terms of
one.
No,
people.
it's not. This is serial killer.
No, but I'm saying in terms
Yes.
of the quiz and people answering it has deemed that less weird.
There's only one rule, and it's don't use the popcorn button. That's the only rule of the microwave.
Only rule in our house. We should put some black electrical tape over that popcorn button so
Just
no one uses the
Don't.
popcorn
It
button.
is a myth.
Well, I didn't even know it existed. So if you put black tape on, I'm gonna be like, "What'd this do?"
That's gonna be like, I have to push.
I have
must
to push
feel the black tape.
It's like the red button.
It's like
Put red
the
tape on it.
Yeah.
All right, we got to move on from that. Camden's too disturbed to
All right,
continue.
next.
So
I'm barely.
it's
Yeah,
just
no.
weird.
Weird.
I don't know
Yeah.
enough prime
No.
numbers.
Weird.
I basically stop it. Whatever.
What if those people get in an
What?
elevator?
You're a
If those people,
psychopath if you can name enough prime numbers.
I'm like
to-
19. That's
like,
basically as high as
the
I
people
can go.
can name pi. I don't trust you.
does this go with everything? If these people get in an elevator, they never get to the floor they need to get to. They like,
They have to just
Oh
do
my
stairs.
God.
So they have to go
We're-
to one, and then they run down a certain
And then
number
they
of
go
stairs.
this-
But it has to be a certain number of stairs.
oh
And
my
then
god,
they have
I'm
to go
doing
up.
that. I'm doing that next time I stay at a hotel. Just for
It's a
that.
good workout.
You didn't even
Yeah.
know
Oh,
what
yeah,
the
always
prime
make this
number is. How are you gonna know what you're gonna?
I
do?
know it has something to do with Amazon.
He's gonna come up with his own system.
All right, I know
Like-
that Amazon and Prime are getting
We
somewhere.
asked Alexa. It was true. Okay. Next up.
Do you dry your clothes on a clothesline?
I mean, I don't think this is a weird action.
That's not weird.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a
No.
weird thing for people to do, but I think it's more uncommon, especially in the United States. I think in
I
the
think
United
if I
States,
think if I saw someone with a clothesline and I went over to someone's house, I'd be like, oh, huh, that's cool.
Yeah, like at the clothesline where they actually used it all the time for every,
Yeah, I know. I'm saying like I
every
used
load of
one, saw
laundry.
someone like hanging it up, like
Yeah.
a basket next to them or something. I'm like, huh.
In European
That's
countries, it's
interesting.
very common. And they don't use dryers in a lot of countries.
We've done it. We used to do it until our clothesline got messed up.
Yeah, and
It's
also,
nice and hot here, so it's perfect to throw your clothes
my
out.
allergies got so bad. Because, like, when you hang it outside, like, and there's any sort of breeze, which is perfect for drying clothes, but it's terrible for blowing pollen on your clothes. So you literally have clean clothes, but are covered with tons of allergens, and you're, like, dying.
That's true.
So we kind of stopped it after that. We used to also have our windows open because it was so beautiful out and all this other stuff, and then the allergies, damn those allergies.
Yeah, allergies are bad.
Yeah. Okay, so what is the percentage here? I don't think it's a weird thing, but it could be abnormal. I'm guessing I'm guessing it uncommon.
63 to 37. 63 said no.
Okay, so it's uncommon,
Yeah.
not weird. And
Yeah.
I'm almost wagering a lot of the people who do it are in a different country
countries.
because we have a
Yeah.
lot of people that are from
We do.
the Netherlands and all these other places that are much more, I think, eco-conscious maybe than here. Everyone's just used to using a dryer.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Do you not use windshield wipers unless absolutely necessary?
Yeah, this is my dad. This is definitely him. He would rather stick his, head out the window than use the windshield wiper sometimes. We would go
Blow
down,
away the rain.
Yeah, we would be driving like feeding cattle or something, and you're driving literally and it's muddy, and you have the whole windshield just covered with junk. And I mean, the windshield wipers suck at that point, but like if you would have started using them at the start, you wouldn't be in this situation. I let them go longer than most people. I let it rain longer than most people before using them, but it's not like last minute.
Yeah, I feel.
I mean, I do it like right away. It's freaking sprinkling, barely sprinkling.
Yeah,
I'm
in
like,
Vegas, you're like it's raining, it's pouring.
I don't like, but you know that always
We're
smears the
dying, I
damn
can't
windshield.
see.
It's harder to see because your windshield's all smeared now.
Yes,
So you
that's
need it
true.
to rain.
That's what I'm saying. You don't do it unless it's gotten a good flow there.
That's
This
true.
is 61 to 39. 61 do.
Wait.
Do not use it unless absolutely.
People are like, gotta conserve the energy of the car. This is like, I don't know, back in the olden days, I feel like you'd be like, oh man, we gotta like turn off, if you're running low on gas, you like turn off the radio and you like turn off your air conditioning and you're like, we can't use the windshield wipers. It's gonna make the car, run out of gas when you're running really
I
low.
hate that.
Is that like a lie your parents tell you?
No,
There's no way.
I
to use
know,
that
that's
much
weird.
extra.
That's
I
weird.
don't believe if it can use that much extra gas.
I think maybe the radio. Well, there's the battery. I don't think it actually
Well,
even
the
uses
battery,
the
yeah,
gas.
when you're sitting without your car turned on.
I have been in like really hot weather where it's like you can't use the air conditioner, you're just literally dying because you're like, I gotta get to a gas station.
What is this? It's torture.
Is this a meth?
I'm like literally strand me on the side of the road. I'd rather not. Okay.
Do you wash windshield inside and out very often? 69 said no, 31 said yes.
It's the responsible thing to do, but we don't do it.
I try to do it when I'm at the gas station. It's convenient.
You do inside?
Yeah, no,
How?
not the inside, the outside.
Oh, this is saying you wash the outside. Every time you wash the outside, you also wash the inside.
I can tell you exactly how many times I've washed the inside of my windshield. 0. Never have I ever.
My mom always talks about doing it, but I've tried it once. I'm too short. My arms are too short. It's awkward.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I think they do it when you take your car to Fabulous Freddy's, but it always ends up a little streaky.
Really clean.
Yeah.
But if you clean the outside of it at the gas station with that swiper thing, it's perfect. It works.
No, but the inside does get dirty, and I don't blame them for wanting a clear windshield, especially if you're driving a lot. But I admit it's the safe way to do it, but it's not the way I do it.
I would just use like a microfiber.
Yeah, with
cloth.
Windex. That's what you should do, Windex and microfiber or whatever, but...
No liquids. Just microfiber. Wipe
Well,
off
we
the
need to find out
dust.
how this person washes their windows.
Huh. I didn't even know I did this one. I didn't even see it on the story.
Oh.
Spoiler alert, my mom does podcast ones. That's why they're capital letters.
Oh.
I don't have capital letters.
Oh, excuse me. Camden handed me and she says, do this. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You didn't want to do it?
There's a lot of more stuff.
Okay, what do we got?
But I didn't know I did this.
Okay.
I do this. Turn your paper totally sideways to right.
It's
this
because
is
your
only,
vision, Cam. It's because of your vision.
but this is only when I'm writing like a long essay. If I'm just writing something quick, whatever.
Well, yeah.
No, it's like the way I find it comfortable to write for a long period of time.
It's because of your eyes. That's how they found out when kids have to go get glasses in school by the kids who have their papers turned like totally to the side. It's because of their vision, and also like if you're left-handed or right-handed or whatever, left-handed.
No, but it's not like I just sit up with my paper turned to the side. This is how I find it comfortable to write. I will lay down like on my arm with my paper turned, and then.
Well,
I'll do
yeah,
it.
no, I'm serious. I'm thinking it's because, and we know you need glasses, so I think that's what it is. You see better out of one eye, Camden.
Yeah.
We know this. You have one eye that has bad vision, one eye that has perfect vision. So the way you're turning your paper has something to do with that.
I didn't notice
Yeah.
that though.
That's how the teachers are told to look for that in school.
You
To
have,
see the kids who need
you have
glasses.
10, 20.
Why didn't they tell me that?
I don't know.
You have 10, 20? 20, 10?
They told us all sorts of things, and you had to go get your eyes checked out. Remember way back when it was something
I know,
totally
but
different.
I'm fine.
Okay,
Both
so
my eyes are screwed, but I'll tell you this one.
I
Way
would
more
rather
astigmatism
not.
than me.
I would rather
This
not.
is very blurry.
my right eye is better than
I
my
would.
left
I
eye.
would notice it more. I'm good right now. I'm
Okay,
fine. I
Cam's
don't
good.
care.
I stopped
I'm
wearing
not doing
glasses
it.
too in high school. I just decided not going to do it anymore.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing contacts.
That's
I'm
not
fine.
how it works.
Whatever.
I'm not doing it.
That's not how it
Whatever.
works.
Cry about it, okay?
I will do it at some point. If I can do that.
If you take a driver's test and you fail it, you're going to have to wear them when you drive, just like me. So
Yeah.
I have to wear them when I drive.
Fun fact: they barely let Camden get her permit without glasses.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to practice without.
Yeah. Do you? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so what was the percentage on that one, Cam?
32 to 68. 68, no.
Okay, so it is strange, not weird, but it's like strange. A little bit strange.
Abnormal.
But I used to do it before I had glasses or when I didn't have glasses.
No, but it's the comfortable way for me.
Because you're comfortable looking at it that way.
No, but it's not. I'm not saying it the way I look at it. I'm saying the way I lay down on my desk.
Camden will have to show me.
You know?
Yeah.
No, like, it's only when I'm writing a long essay. I'm not going to randomly write a long essay to prove something. I'm saying, if I'm just writing a short whatever, well, I don't write anymore. God. Ugh.
Yeah, actually writing something out. It's hard.
Why would I do that?
Okay.
Why would I do that? What's the point? That's so outdated.
It is.
It feels
Could you
nice
imagine writing a
sometimes.
10-page essay that you had to write out, Camden?
I've done it.
Really?
For
You've done a
writing?
10 page?
For writing on accident, like, I just got carried away with my creative writing, and I wrote 10-page
Oh.
thing. 15, I think that one was.
Wow.
I mean, like a horror story about a state.
I've never
fair. I
done that
forgot
unless I'm
about
doing like a
state-
graph or something.
Yeah, that a graph. that's not English.
Let him have his thing.
Okay.
Roger thought it was important.
This is also
ghosts that are cool. Roger, ghosts that
this
aren't
is
cool. all the others.
also swiping left on Tinder reporting to the government for being an alien. This is don't murder me, please. Okay. Luckily, it's more controversial than the other one.
Okay.
You know? But still, I'm horrified. Don't want to see you on the streets.
What? Tell me.
Do you sleep with your eyes open?
How? These are the same people that don't blink. They're freaking aliens.
No, they are. See,
Area 51.
there is evidence of aliens, whether they're
Single cell organisms or
Yeah.
intelligent life forms.
I know that's what I'm saying.
I didn't know that was physically possible.
I don't believe it and I don't really want to see videos of you all sleeping, so
No.
I had
I'm
a
not-
cousin. I had a cousin that did it, and like his mom always had to make sure he was alive in the morning. You know what I mean? Because he's just like
I'm
with
so
his eyes
confused.
open.
Do people not suffer from dry eyes? How do these people's eyes not dry out? My eyes get dry.
It's
I
weird.
must blink. I must sleep with them closed.
Well, they blink, but their eyes are open when they're sleeping. They're like,
Here's the thing: is how do you fall asleep like that?
No.
How do you fall asleep with your eyes open?
They must be doing total darkness. I don't
Yeah, I guess so.
it's weird.
question.
My room doesn't have total
We-
darkness.
I thought your eyes had to be closed in order to be sleeping.
Too. Isn't like sleeping regenerating like your body functions? That's why you sleep. Because if you didn't sleep, then you basically only live half the time, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of like how it is?
I
Like
guess.
you
But,
need to regenerate. You can't stay up for that long. You would.
Yeah, a whole 92 to 8, but 190 people said yes,
190
and those
people.
190
Could you imagine
people.
those 190 people at a sleepover? How freaking creepy it'd be walking into that.
No, I'd be like, I'm sorry.
You walk into this
Listen.
room, they're all laying there like this, just staring at the ceiling with their eyes open. Oh, no, we're getting out of here, man.
Like,
Bro, you need a blanket?
No.
You good?
You have a friend over, and it's one of these people who don't close their eyes.
You just had a straight
They're
up
never
like
getting invited
45-minute conversation with this person. They're just.
Can you imagine, like, you have some sort of one night stand
They're like,
with this
"Oh
person.
my God."
You turn over, and they're just their eyes are
You're like,
open.
oh crap, what happened?
You're like, oh crap! You slowly get your clothes, and you're like, did I kill him? Like, what happened here?
That's like the creepiest thing ever. Somebody staring at you while you're sleeping,
Yeah,
right?
especially if
So
you're,
you're sleeping next to them, and like your significant
my
other
God.
slept like this, and you just wake up and they're like
I would freaking. It would be murder.
eyes closed. You'd be like, I'm sleeping on the couch.
No, I'd be like, I'm sleeping 300 miles away.
Wait, hold on. That's all I gotta do.
Yeah, just if you start staring at me, when I
Wiki,
sleep,
how to sleep
mean,
with
with
eyes
My
open.
eyes open. Cats are running after me really fast.
okay, that's weird.
Oh!
But also, I want to know more. So,
The kitten's getting a lot faster.
Norman just did a jump kick off the window.
No, so the kid was chasing him, and then he ran towards the back door.
We will start
Which
recording
had-
this
the
and putting
back
it
door
on
is
our...
glass, and he wall jumped off it over the kitten and kept running.
You guys, our life is
And the
good.
kitten is very confused right
We
now.
can
He's like,
sit here and
what?
podcast and laugh at all the fun stuff you guys talk about and tell us and watch our cats.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank
We're
you for
gonna
that.
start recording this, and I'll start putting it on my reel, so
It's
you
so
can
funny.
see this is insane. And now he's eating plants,
No,
Oh,
he can't.
no.
He's thinking about it, but he's not gonna.
or he's just
Okay.
trying to get away.
Do you collect something really out of the ordinary? Reply and let us know what it is. Worst mistake you ever could have said in your life.
Worst mistake. Oh no.
Panties.
No.
Bras. Women's
I
socks.
feel like that's not that out of the ordinary. I've seen it on SVU.
Women's socks. That's not a good place to say something. Oh, no, yeah, that's totally normal. I saw it on Law & Order Special Victims
I
Unit.
mean, Law and Order literally has had thousands of episodes, so if it's making it to the TV,
I
it
saw on
could be out there.
another. Have you ever seen the lizard guy? He's got a podcast. He dresses like a lizard. He's pretty famous.
Is that what we have to do?
He's famous.
Is that what we freaking
He's
have to
verified
do,
everywhere.
people?
He's famous. He's a lizard. And he calls people. He
never-
calls people on his podcast, and they tell him weird kind of stuff. He's kind of like counsels them or whatever. But the one guy was like,
I think he
collect
needs counseling.
I
if
collect.
He's in a lizard costume all the time. He counsels.
No, he found a gimmick, Cam. He found a gimmick.
That's his gimmick.
It's
Oh,
like
his gimmick.
He's a
anyone
gecko or a lizard. I'll find him right
Oh,
Why
now.
he's a-
can't I be? What
Okay.
can I be? No one can see me. I don't want to be anything.
The guy that called
I
him.
don't want to be anything.
Don't make me dress
You can-
like a lizard.
you
Just
can
listen to
still
the
see his
podcast for the
face.
Podcast, not because
You
we
could be
dress
a
like
furry. It's perfect.
I bet you.
claustrophobic. I'm
Get it-
claustrophobic. I can't do it.
Never mind, no furry. No, they have some with like ventilation.
Lyle
and
Lyle
stuff.
forever.
I don't know.
I bet you that there's
is a-
people. I bet you there's people right now that knew who this is and listened to him.
You guys, please don't make us dress up. Just listen to the podcast for the content. I don't want to have a gimmick. That gimmick's gonna get old. That costume's gonna get sweaty and stanky.
I don't know.
This could be you,
I mean, it could be.
but
me.
his face is showing. But anyway, the guy.
In his mind, his face isn't showing. In his mind, he truly is the lizard. And
Oh, he smokes
embodies
weed.
it.
Yeah, I'm
He
a
smokes
little-
weed.
I'm kind of scared.
Of course, he smokes weeds. He's dressed like a lizard.
He's just like a lizard.
Wow.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the overlap between people who smoke weed and dress like lizards, the Venn diagram,
I think
is
that's
literally basically everyone who dresses like
a
a lizard.
totally different drug right there.
It's an overlap. If-then statement on your SATs would be yes, true. Okay.
Anyway,
What was the question?
butt heads, both of y'all.
You.
He collected.
Oh.
The whole point of
Oh,
this.
oh,
the
right.
guy that went on the podcast
forgot the
collected his
question.
friends' toenails and fingernails.
So I had a right to be concerned.
He would grab
No,
his
that's-
fingernails and toenails every time he would go to his house, and he would like put them in a jar. And his friend like knew about
No,
it
the
and was
lizard
like,
guy
"That's cool,
didn't
bro."
do
Like it was just a normal thing that he just like every time he came to his house, he's like, "So you got any toenails for me?"
Their aliens are living among us.
Aliens are
That's,
living
like,
among us.
actually true.
No, this is
You might be
them.
able- okay, I
no,
think
not
you could
even. This is different. His friend sleeps over with his eyes open, and then he collects parts of humans to take back to their ship
Yes.
and experiment on them.
I do think you could probably use
It's consensual because
fingernails.
otherwise he's gonna get tortured in the ship. For
If
the
you
being a
ground
human
down the
experience.
fingernails and toenails in the Vitamix, it'd probably be able to fertilize like plants.
All right, we're gonna listen to it.
I thought you were talking about like a smoothie.
No,
and
no,
I was
I'm
like,
saying I think you could probably
Mom?
use that type of stuff because you use like a bone meal. You could probably use fingernail clippings in your plants for fertilization.
We're
Like,
gonna,
don't put toenails in my Vitamix.
we're gonna listen
Don't
to
you
it. Here
do
it is. Here it is.
Oh, I don't want to listen.
It's quick.
I collect my roommate's toenails and fingernails, and I don't know how to stop. I would see them on the floor in our living room. It started off with me getting really upset about it, and then as time went on, I kind of just started collecting them.
How do you think he would react if he found out?
We're both pretty weird. I don't think it would be a deal breaker for the friendship.
Do you have any sort
Can you
of
imagine this guy and
master
his roommate?
plan?
They're super
Something you
freaking
want
weird.
to do with these fingernails and toenails?
I want to burn them to see how they smell.
And
No,
that's
what
it.
he needs to do is you collect enough fingernails, and then like their Christmas present is literally just a box of their fingernails and toenails, and that's how you do it.
I guess his friend
You'd be
doesn't
like,
know.
You freaking asshole! You left all these around the house, which for one is disgusting. Their friends are leaving their toenails and stuff around.
Yeah.
That person is
That-
weirder
that's the
than
first
the person
thing.
collecting them almost. Like, that's gross. Not weird, but, like, gross.
That's the question that came in my head. Because whenever I cut my fingernails or toenails, I usually do it outside.
can.
Or I do it in the trash can. It always
Or the
goes in the
toilet,
trash
like,
can.
you do it over the toilet.
Or you get rid of it.
I don't know, is
You
that
get rid
weird?
of
I
it.
don't know. Would that kill a fish? What?
But how sharp are your toenail clippings? The fish are
I'm saying
eating
if they
them.
choke on it or something.
Where do you think our toilet water's going, Karen?
So how did the...
Wait.
Oh, I think about the fishes. Thinking of the fishes.
Is that not where it goes?
you win.
I saw Nemo.
That's true. Well, I guess we always say you flush your goldfish down.
I saw Nemo.
I don't.
Not how it
Sam,
works.
I don't think that their fish are just waiting with open mouths in the sewer to see
They
whatever
don't?
comes out of the thing.
I think there's worse things, other than toenails that the fish need to worry about.
Yes, exactly.
If,
Well, yeah.
if they happen to be
Okay.
getting things from the toilet.
Anyways, that's
Frogs
this guy's
come
weird.
out of the toilet,
This guy's
so what's
weird.
living in the
That's true.
sewers?
This guy's weird listeners did toenails. What do our cooler
Okay,
listeners,
you
but
know-
possibly still
Oh.
weird, do?
Okay.
And yes, if you dress like a lizard, we'd be famous.
I don't want to.
You can pick your own
Why do I
animal.
have to compromise?
You can be an octopus.
I am going to read these
Okay.
automatically. just gonna go down.
Just go
once.
down. Okay.
Yeah, do
Just
that.
be warned.
Okay.
Be warned.
Be warned,
Please don't
okay?
say anything bad.
Decks of playing cards.
Okay.
Seashells. Coins. Friend zone memberships.
Aw. Rip. F.
Heartbreaks.
F.
Rubber frogs. I like that.
That's a good one. I like rubber frogs. You can buy them in every rainforest cafe, and I bet this person does.
Lottery tickets.
We don't have them.
Vapes. Bottle caps. Souls for the blood god. Okay. That one's understandable.
That one, Kevin's like, this was good.
No, this
actually.
one's normal. Shiny rocks from the woods or beach magnets.
Oh, I
that's
like
cool.
that.
Yeah, that's normal.
Notebooks, writing pads.
Oh, we collect these for some reason. I don't want them. Get them out of my house. I'm so tired of
Soda
having
pop
notebooks.
thingamabobs. Cassette tapes. Swords. Yeah.
Okay, none of these seem weird yet.
Lego Star Wars.
Expensive hobby. This person's got money, Cam.
Panties.
Panties. Is it women
Ribbons.
collecting cute ones?
I don't think so. I don't know about that. Energy drinks. Mental breakdowns.
Oh, relatable. I've had my one for. I haven't had my one for May yet, so I got to check off the calendar when that comes.
This is interesting.
Okay.
Okay, this person had a whole paragraph. Thank you for responding, Mohammed. I collect everything that I think is cool. I mean, I have a shoe box with like 6 Nokia phones somewhere. I have like 7 empty pens that had amazing ink and 3 pens that have amazing inks and feel really good when I write. I have 2 of the same marker pens just because of their matte blue color. I have my uncle's old Chevy.
Ooh.
I have the key to my dad's old Mercedes, the key to my grandma's old Peugeot.
Peugeot.
Mm-hmm.
Peugeot.
I have like
How do you pronounce that car? Pugeuotou.
Piaget?
You should not have kept going.
Piaget?
Is it a watch?
No, it's a car. Peugeot.
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 Whatever. I have like 4 cool looking keychains, an AK-47 Disney, one with the letter M on it, and one with a hookah. What's a hookah?
It's like a pipe for smoking, flavored.
I have a Hot Wheels car and another toy. Not sure how I got it, but looks really cool, and loads more.
I like this. This guy is at least.
I don't know how you have 7 Nokia phones.
This isn't abnormal.
When you go to Goodwill,
Go to
you see a
Lost
Nokia
and Found.
phone
Oh.
sitting there, and you yoink it up. You say, "Cool, this is
Yeah.
my cool Nokia phone." prop."
Snowboards. That's
Play
cool.
Snake.
Lightsabers.
Okay, none of
that's
these
cool.
strike me slightly super weird or super
Bugs
bizarre.
in plexiglass from around the world.
That's cool. That's a cool collection.
Yeah, but is that like ethical? I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But we had bug
If
collections
you
in high school, so
take care of those bugs, okay?
they're dead. I
What?
assume they're dead mounted bugs. Mounted.
Well, that's sad.
Well, I mean, what do you think the lifespan of a butterfly is? Not very
Oh,
long.
well, you're saying, well,
2
no,
years.
but when they collect
Really?
them, I'm saying, do they take care of them?
Well, what's the lifespan
No,
of a
they're
caterpillar?
collecting the specimens, not the live bugs.
What's the
I assume.
lifespan?
How?
I mean,
Like the
either they're
framed
buying
butterflies
them,
or something?
or maybe
Oh,
they're
that's-
catching them where they are and then they're putting them in the freezer. That another thing you put in the freezer.
I'm gonna look it up.
You put a bug in the freezer to kill it.
Knives, swords,
dies?
and other kinds of martial arts equipment.
Nunchucks and throwing stars.
A butterfly lives 15 to 29 days.
Yeah.
Sports jerseys, military pictures from World War II. I don't know how to feel about that.
No adult butterfly can live more than 1 year.
That's cool.
See, I told you, so you don't have to feel too bad.
But the caterpillar lives before the butterfly, so you gotta add
Collectible
that on.
monopolies. That's cool.
I like the Monopoly collection. I used to want to collect Monopolies, but then I took up too much space. Now I have to-
Message unavailable. Oh, okay.
Ooh, they
Good.
deleted
I
it.
don't
They
wanna-
sent it to you, and then they thought otherwise.
Don't worry. You're probably not as bad as some of these people. Yeah. So,
Captain, those weren't bad.
panties.
What? I mean, one person.
Those are
And
normal.
I can see. Like
I
you
don't
collect your
know
Fenty
what
underwear.
gay
You
stuff
collect it every time it comes out with a new
Is
Fenty.
German? Get stuck. Get. Hold on. I'm gonna Google this. Gay stock. It is. I'm probably saying that so wrong. Oh, it's a cane.
A cane?
Yeah.
We did one on collections before,
No.
and I feel like our collections were maybe weirder. I don't know. Unique, more unique. When I was little, my little sister, one of her collections was shotgun shells. Like, we'd go camping, and you find a shotgun shell, and she'd grab the shotgun shell. 'Cause people just littered their shotgun shells around. Then she had a collection of shotgun shell people. She used them as little people. Yeah.
Shotgun shell people.
Yeah, because they're cute. They have like a colored body and then, like a little whatever, metal top.
Yeah, it's usually like red, right?
Yeah, red. They were different colors.
Huh.
Arrowheads. We had arrowheads when I
My
was
mom
growing
has
up.
odd collections, in theory. Like, not odd, but like uncommon. She collects
Creepy
pig.
dolls.
My mom doesn't collect creepy dolls. I have a collection of creepy dolls.
Oh.
Pig salt and pepper shakers.
Pig, salt, and pepper.
Yeah, like pigs. Only pigs.
Nothing
It'll
else.
be like a pig, and pig salt and pepper shakers.
Did she go to like antique places and
Yeah, she would go to antique
Garage
places
sales?
and garage sales and eBay.
wow?
When we were younger, that was
She still have these?
yeah. I think they're in her cabinets or her
That's
display cabinets.
crazy.
I know. Okay, any more questions, Cam?
Last one. Do you order things and not open the box for a long time?
Yes. Yes. Why? I have a problem with it.
Not popular.
It's not popular?
72 no.
I really thought it would be popular as I stare at these unopened boxes by the door. My weird thing is, like, I've ordered it.
You're
I know
good
what's
at
in
it.
it, but I don't have to use it yet. So I'm like, okay, I'll open that when I have to use it. And it's a really bad habit because sometimes they send the wrong thing and I never know.
But if you're like myself in Camden, you wait for it, you watch your phone, it gets here,
Oh,
you
yeah.
run and grab it, and you open it
Yeah.
immediately.
No, me. It's different. There's some things I've ordered and the box came, I go, oh, I know it's this. It's something that I'm going to, like, store away, or it's like a collectible. Speaking of collectibles, like a Pokemon collectible or something.
Yeah.
That's just going to get stored. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I'm like, well, I didn't even open it and look at it. I know what it looks like. I saw it online. My sister has the same one.
I saw it online.
Sometimes we're like spring cleaning. I'm like, are you ever gonna open this? And she was like, nah. You know, and you know what it is? No, I think it's a light.
No, I know
The
what
lamp.
it is. I can see, like,
No, I think it's a lie.
It's like a cool lamp, you know, that I saw one day, and I was like, I'm just gonna leave it in the box.
because I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet.
Exactly.
Wayne had to go chase
I
a
don't
kitten.
see.
Something. We saw sound. Heard sound. Not saw sound. Oh. Okay, so I'm weird slightly for this then. Okay.
He was so mad by that. You made me kiss him!
Most people open their boxes right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
But it's not like super weird.
The whole point of Amazon, you get it immediately, like 2 days, get it.
I
Open
know.
it.
There's some things.
Enjoy it.
This is weird though. There's some things I've ordered off Amazon. I'm like, oh, I'm not ordering that one. It takes a week to get here. Order the one that takes 2 days. Still don't open it. Still not open.
I have a weird collection now. It's digital
Yeah,
movies.
that's the thing is you have an issue. You're like, oh my god, it comes in a month.
And we've talked about this before. Like, I have a digital movie collection weirdness, right?
Yes.
So, but here's the funny thing about the digital movies. I'm like, I love this movie. I'm going to watch this. I get it, and then I never watch it. I have, like, all these movies that I still haven't watched, but I got it for the purpose of watching it.
That's
We-
the
I was
thing.
gonna say
I
that
have
one.
about probably 200 unplayed Steam games.
Yes, Camden's. We were talking about Camden's like that with video games. Super excited, ready for release, like super hyped for release. Like, remember how hyped she was for that Sims release? Hasn't played it. Pre-ordered Pokemon Arceus. Hasn't played it. We got the new Kirby game. Hasn't played it. And then plus hundreds of Steam games. Hundreds of Steam games that she's super hyped about, tells me about, has read about,
Read
and never
about
played.
what-
But you have them. They're not going anywhere.
They're not going anywhere. It's
That's
nice
what
to
I
have.
see.
I know. Sometimes it's just a comfort to have it. Like, I have all the others, so I have to have this one.
That's,
Like,
that's how I am. So
eventually. Also,
you can't get on me about my digital movie collection then.
I mean, but digital movies are stupid. Because remember back in the day when we used to buy, movies.
The way she said it. Yeah, but that's a dumb thing to do. Okay.
Yeah, but that was stupid.
I try not to buy movies that aren't Netflix, and then I get mad. I buy it, maybe like I bought Desperado. I'm like, yeah, and then I'm like, damn it, it's on Netflix.
Remember? Okay,
I didn't know it was on Netflix.
Wayne has always been a big movie purchaser. We had DVDs everywhere,
Yeah.
and we had all these movies. We never watched them, but back in when we had cable, we would go on, and the movie would be on. We own this movie,
Yeah.
and we'd still watch it on FX with commercials instead of getting the DVD out.
Yeah, we did
So,
that.
like, what is the point of the freaking DVD?
Yeah.
There's no point. We still watched it with commercials.
And when Blockbusters closed down, I would go there and spend like $50 because they were only
my
$1.
God.
And I'd come home with like all the Saws, and
Yes.
she'd be like, "You don't even watch Saws." But I gotta own them.
He's like, they were only $1. I'm like, but you spent $50 on DVDs we'll never watch. It's like burning $50. And then we just donated those DVDs to
And we
Goodwill
literally just got
not
rid of
long
all
ago.
those DVDs.
That's the thing. I'm like, all these DLCs are $5 each. There are 800.
Don't do the math. Don't do the math. Okay. I don't think the listeners were that weird. Is Toast Guy really the most weird?
It was a toast was the weirdest one.
Prime numbers.
Prime
What
numbers.
are you doing?
No, I'm saying
Prime numbers.
You're gonna get
Prime
murdered.
numbers.
No.
You're gonna get murdered by
I'm not
someone.
on the lookout for warning signs.
You're gonna get murdered by
I'm
someone
saying
who
by
like, hey.
percentage of voting, the most weird was which one?
Yes,
Toast.
toast.
Toast was toast. Putting toast in the fridge to cool it down because you prefer to eat it cold, not just cooled. Was the most weird. More weird than prime numbers in the microwave. More weird than sleeping with your eyes open and only blinking once every few minutes.
That's disturbing to me. I don't see the problem with cold toast. I see the problem with being an alien. Actually, no. You know, there's probably no issues with aliens.
Like, I didn't believe in aliens before this, but now I might.
Like, there's been some here and there evidence, but
Well, this is the most damning
This
evidence we've had.
is-
Sleeping with your eyes open and
prime
not
numbers.
blinking.
No, the eyes open. That's the weirdest one.
Yeah, I agree. It's weird.
Eyes open is even weirder than the prime numbers. That's also a serial killer type deal right there, man.
Okay. What we learned here is we had a good time.
And aliens exist.
And possibly, and our ghost, Roger,
Oh, and
agrees.
Roger.
I
Roger's
hear
weird.
him purring.
He's purring very loud. Everybody
And our
listen.
baby. You'll find out if it's a human baby also. See, can you hear it?
Little
That was
baby
Munchie Purrs.
It's not our human baby.
Get her feet.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Famous Dish. Any final words from you two?
Aliens. Are
I
real.
won't eat
Wow.
peanut butter next week.
Tom DeLonge is on to
Or
something.
maybe I will.
Tom DeLonge is on to something.
Tom DeLonge.
Say that again.
Tom DeLonge. Is that
Say
the
those
Blink
exact
Tom
same
DeLonge
words.
is the Blink guy.
I was gonna say,
obsessed with
okay.
aliens.
Oh.
I'm joking. Yeah, I'm not.
I can joke about all this stuff, but
Say those exact same words again.
Tom DeLonge is
Before
on to
that.
something. Wayne, do you have any final words?
That's not what you said.
I'm not going to eat peanut butter next week. Maybe I will.
All right, screw it. I'll do it for you. No, are there any more words from you two? That's what you said.
Oh, are there any more words from YouTube? What?
With or without you,
Oh.
you ruined my joke,
I
damn
still
it.
haven't
And I
found
can't live
What I'm
with
looking
or
for. Don't they
without
sing that one? And I
you.
still haven't
Oh,
found
dancing Munchie.
I
Munchie's
know,
dancing.
it's dancing. So I'm sorry, I couldn't remember my exact wording of my phrase.
No more peanut butter before the podcast.
I thought you liked it.
It was amazing.
It's a little bit, it's a
When peanut butter you up
simple
every
carb
morning.
plus the protein.
Simple carb.
May I have a smoothie after this?
Yeah.
A peanut butter
Dream
smoothie?
about my Vitamix.
We'll see you
Okay,
next
guys,
week.
Mother's Day's this Sunday.
You already got your damn gift.
I'm reminding for the listeners.
Everybody, Mother's Day is this Sunday.
It's early this year.
And they have a deal on a blender bzzz, in Costco.
Yeah, Costco blender. I gotta get the Costco member. If your mom doesn't have a Costco membership would be a good present.
That's a good present. Costco membership.
Kitten.
Kitten.
We need a new one.
No,
No.
we do not. This kitten is hard to watch, especially with a new baby
Yeah, that's
toddler
true.
running around as
That's
well.
true.
Okay. Thanks for listening.
See you next week.
Bye.